Hey, a playa, have you ever been in a situation where you were briefly talking to your crush and you didn't really know how to end that conversation, or even worse, how to start a new conversation with them later? In this video, I'm going to explain exactly how to end your conversations with your crush to make sure that there's going to be a follow-up.
This is the Just Beats, you're watching the Just Beat.
For those of you that are new here, my name is Josh, and every single Monday through Friday, I make videos sharing tips, ideas, and stories teaching you how to be your best self. So, if you want to learn and grow, hit the subscribe button and make sure to click on the notification bell. Now, when it comes to starting a conversation with your crush, that's a whole different ballgame. But let's say you find yourself in a situation where you're briefly talking to them. Maybe it's in class or in the hallway, or you're in a group of people and you made a joke and she laughed. In those situations, what do? How do you walk away from talking to them in a way that doesn't come off looking awkward? Well, normally you'd probably think just saying, all right, I'll see you later, bye, is the best thing to do, but in reality, it's not. Instead, what you really want to focus on is preparing for the next time you're going to talk to them. And the best way to go about doing that is to create a scenario where it can happen again. Now, this is something I would recommend doing throughout the conversation. As your crush opens up more to you and shares things with you, or just even responds to the things that you're talking about, you might want to say stuff like, wow, you're a lot of fun to talk to. I didn't know that about you. Or, hey, you're really easy to talk to. I really like this. Letting them know that there's an ease and a connection developing between the two of you is going to help them start to feel that as well. Rather than them just feeling like they're just casually talking to you, they're going to feel like there's actually something deeper there. And they're going to start to kind of open up even more because you've acknowledged it. Then, as you're wrapping up the conversation, you definitely want to close with something like, wow, you're so much fun to talk to. We really got to do this again. I definitely want to learn more about you. Saying that without the pre-built context might sound kind of weird, but if throughout the conversation you're showing them that you actually are interested in them as a person, then they're not going to see it as weird at all. They're going to feel the same way that you do, that you're an interesting person as well, and you're someone that they definitely want to connect with even more. Now you might be thinking, oh yeah, Josh, in an ideal situation, me and my crush are open and we're talking and we're flirting and everything is good, but in reality, I only share a few words with them, or barely any words at all. How can I just launch into saying that when I don't really even talk to them when I see them? If you're in that type of situation where the communication between you and your crush barely exists, then that's going to be where you want to focus your time and energy. You really want to get them to open up more to you. So you want to start directly talking to them, not indirectly talking to them, which may be how you've gone about it before. It feels so good when your crush finally acknowledges you, when they laugh at your joke or they respond to something that you say. But I think instead of taking that passive approach and hoping that they're going to be the ones that interact with you, you need to actively go talk to them. And while starting a conversation with your crush can be its own difficult task, one in which I'll link up a video over here, which I talk about how to actually do that, ending the conversation is what you want to focus on right now. Ending the conversation on a high note, not on a low note, not on an awkward, you just casually walk away, or you forget that they're there and you just kind of pay attention to other things. Doing that's not going to help build a deeper relationship with your crush. And if that's your focus, you need to actively be present with them. Trust me, I've been in that situation before. You run out of things to say with your crush, so you kind of just awkwardly look at the floor or look at other people, or just do whatever you can to not make eye contact with them or acknowledge them in any way possible. But I think that's a bad strategy. I know it's a strategy built out of nervousness, but it's a strategy you want to start to kind of let go of and start to replace with actually acknowledging your crush and saying something that's going to end the actual thread with them. Remember, your focus here is to build with your crush, not break it down. So one little trick that I've used in the past that you can use to hook another conversation with your crush is what I call the glass slipper trick. The same way that Cinderella left her glass slipper and that led the prince to go on and find her to return it, you want to do the same kind of thing when it comes to conversation with your crush. No, I don't mean leave behind your Nintendo Switch or drop off a pencil case or something like that. As you're talking to them, you might want to say, oh man, I have the funniest story I want to share with you, something that happened to me and my friends, but I'll tell you next time we get together and talk. Saying something like that builds mystery and intrigue and curiosity, and that's the exact place that you want your crush to be in. But if you're still at the beginning stages and you're trying to figure out how to start the conversation, check out the video over here where I break down how to do that. I think that video is going to help give you the beginning piece to the end piece that I'm sharing here. On that note, guys, I'll catch you next time. As always, love and peace.